Well, Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 21. 1, Omaha.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
21. Hey, zoom.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. A big run by Kareem Hunt, 61 yards. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
12.
Exit. Mark 50.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That is caught by Williams for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Bridgewater on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Throwing, Bridgewater. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Jones. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. This is intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Hey, orbit.
On first down, Dobbins, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now he's going to go deep down the line. This is caught inside the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphin. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw is Bridgewater. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. They'll run it with Jones. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and 1, Bridgewater, and it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Now Bridgewater. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
80 weapons.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Oh, nice move. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. Preston Smith there on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. From the gun, Bridgewater. Touchdown, Packers! A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
It's Williams on the catch. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On first down, Dobbins. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
12.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23.
Here we go. 180. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point try good by Gano, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Sliding out of the pocket. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I got you, boy. I got 11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's taken to the 26. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Under 10.
Crunch time, defense.
Now Jones. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Bridgewater now. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jamal Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as well. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Packers on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Watch the pass. Go. Watch the slant. Motion.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Throw left side complete. It's Jordan. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Give him 32 on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
He was brought down by Eli Apple. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were...